Orchestration Recipes are back with a brand new Volume 3. And this time, things change a bit. The first two installments cover about 20 instructions each on how to create a specific atmosphere or mood with the orchestra. For achieving that, they include an overview video for each lesson and written notes with helpful explanations and tips on how to make the most out of the recipe. Now Volume 3 goes a step further. Instead of focusing on instrument combinations and writing tips to make them express a certain emotion, it now teaches us harmonic concepts that we can apply to our own orchestrations. No matter if strings, brass, woodwinds, and choir sections, or a simple solo guitar. The idea is that these harmonic frameworks work for our tracks. Volume 3 no longer has the written notes for each lesson, but instead is a fully narrated video experience. And boy, is the narration awesome. But more on that later. With all these changes, one thing stays the same: the simplicity of the orchestration recipes approach. There are 6 harmonic concepts with descriptive yet fictional names like harmonic splats, dislocated tethers, and sunken minors. Each harmonic concept has 4 to 6 sound examples that further develop the musical idea. The video length ranges from 12 to 39 minutes, resulting in a bit over 2 hours of total playtime. Is that enough time to transfer the knowledge into our brains and make these 6 harmonic concepts stick? Absolutely. Every harmonic framework is introduced in an extremely simplified way that makes it a child's game to grasp its purpose immediately. The concept is then expanded step by step into a more complex and at the same time much more usable composing tool. At the end of each video, I had the impression that the knowledge transfer from introducing a musical concept for the first time all the way to safely securing it in the depth of my brain worked flawlessly. This works so well thanks to the brilliant approach of breaking down a concept, connecting it with themes and patterns that we're already familiar with, for example, using imagery like the contrails of a plane, and then gradually building on it. How does this building process work? For each of the 6 harmonic spices, there are 4 to 6 orchestration examples that we analyze. Each of these examples adds something new to the concept and expands it. Orchestration Recipes Volume 3 shows us how we can apply these harmonic frameworks to different instruments and what we have to adjust when going for different orchestrations ourselves. In this video, I can't say too much about what these harmonic concepts are in detail without giving away the main meat of the course. But know that they are basic enough to be understood by everyone, and yet each concept opens up a whole world of different applications. There's a free excerpt of one concept on the Orchestration Recipes YouTube channel that you can check out. Here's a little preview.
Okay, so that's broken chords and a solo instrument. Let's look at a completely different use for all of this with an example that creates a big sound with surprisingly small forces, choir, strings and brass, but very few performers needed. Our bisected tenths will go a long way to making this sound bigger than it actually is. Sounds like this.
The narration of the video material is full of life, eloquent, and yet wonderfully engaging and entertaining. I think Philip could easily consider another career as a voice actor. For me, listening to him is an absolute pleasure. The cross uses the piano roll and an on-screen keyboard to display the notes and chords that are played. Due to some request, written notation will be added as a free update. Personally, I don't need it at all, as piano roll plus keyboard gets the point across perfectly fine for me. But it will provide some extra value for some of you, so that's great to hear. All in all, we get 6 harmonic concepts with multiple applications and instrumentations, plus tips on how to modify them to maximize their utility. In my opinion, they're introduced, explained, and expanded on perfectly. The fact that I can still actively recall each of the 6 concepts and how to apply them off the top of my head, at least for me, is a great proof of how effective the approach is. The orchestrated examples are fantastic, and more than once was I convinced that they collaborated with live musicians there. For example, at the solo guitar example. But nope. It's all down to masterful orchestration knowledge and careful MIDI programming. As always with orchestration recipes, when watching the explanation of a seemingly complex and nuanced sound example, I felt dumbfounded to learn how simple it actually is after finishing the lesson. You can go through the course fairly quickly and see everything there is to see in a bit over 2 hours. However, make sure to apply each of the concepts and the variations yourself. And not only will you get more time out of the course, but also improve your knowledge retention by a lot. All orchestration recipes, including Volume 3, are on a 40% sale right now, and you can grab them for $30 until April 19. The link is down in the description. In my opinion, they are all worth it at regular price and an absolute steal on sale. Philip was so kind to provide me with one free giveaway copy of the new Orchestration Recipes Volume 3. If you want the chance to win it, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then come join the Become a Pro Composer Discord, where you can enter the giveaway with one click. We'll draw the winner 5 days after the video was published. Become a part of our community with regular composing exercises, giveaways, and creative exchange with like-minded people who are making the most out of their composer journeys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the orchestration recipes. I went through all volumes and can help you out if you're not sure which one is best for you. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon.